Hi friends, it's Laura Milligan. I am sorry, my internet went down right as I was trying to connect, and so I could not go live at 1 o'clock like I had planned. And let me tell you, there is nothing more frustrating than that. Mind-boggling. But we have all these I live in an old historic neighborhood, and we have a lot of big trees, which means we have a lot of squirrels, and we don't know if the squirrels have like chewed on the wires that come to our house that connect us to the internet. We've had a lot of problems lately, but hopefully we'll be okay today. I'm going to cross my fingers. I think I've rebooted and done everything that I can, so hopefully we will be okay. Sorry about that, and thank you for your patience. I hope that I have a super cute card that I can't wait to share with you today, so hopefully the waiting half hour for me to go live will be worth the wait. I love the card that I'm going to make with you today. So, couple things before we get started. I am going to turn my camera view down because I have a couple things I want to mention, and then we'll get started. If you are there, please give me a shout out just so that I know that you are there and that my internet is working. I think we're good, but I'm going to change my camera view down. And okay, so there's Terry and there's Colleen. Thank you guys for coming back. I know you were commenting. Hi, Susie Q. How are you? Okay, so a couple things. I'm going to start with, these are the cards that I made last week, and I did do a drawing for these. I'm going to give these away. This was a fun fold, and this features the Earth and Textures bundle. I just finished the class registration for this, just closed, and so thank you for all of you that registered. I know you won't be disappointed. It's going to be an awesome class, but this card is going to Cookie Sheldon. So Cookie, I will get that in the mail to you, and then this one is going to Cheryl Davis. And Cheryl, I think I saw you on here watching. So Cheryl, this is going to be coming your way through the mail. So I will get those out to you. And then I wanted to mention, because I keep forgetting, I am hosting with my friend Janice Waitman a Stamping at Sea cruise. We have had an unbelievable response to this, and we have almost filled this up in a month, which we are really excited about. At this point, we have 3 spots left for crafters. So if you are interested, please get in touch with me and I can give you all the information. This is for February 3rd through 8th of 2024. It's 5 nights. We are on the Royal Caribbean Independence of the Sea, which apparently everyone loves. It even has an ice skating rink, which sounds super cool. We will be stopping in 2 ports. One is Jamaica and one is the Bahamas. We'll have 2 days at sea, and that's when we will do most of our crafting time. But we are super excited about this, and if you want information, like I said, please contact me. Then I got a really sweet thing in the mail this week, and I had to show it to you. Look how sweet this is. This is a bee, and this was painted by my great niece, Samantha. She went to an art camp a few weeks ago and wanted to paint this little canvas with a bee on it. She was thinking of me, apparently, according to her mom. And she says, "To Aunt Laura, I love you, love Sam." And I love her little, look at her self-portrait. I think it's adorable. And she has pierced ears. And so I think she made her ears extra big so that she could put some earrings in there. I think it's adorable. But anyway, so sweet. And I'm going to find a place to hang this in my studio because obviously I do love bees. And I thought this was super, super cute. So I actually have a little surprise that I'm going to send her in the mail to thank her. That's just fun. So, okay, I have a super fun card that I'm going to share with you today, and it is featuring the Gone Fishing Suite, which I know I have shared with you some other projects earlier when the catalog came out. I love this, and I know that I've shared some things with this with you, but this is a totally different spin on this today. But let me point out that this is the Let's Go Fishing Suite. It's on page 78 and 79 of our annual catalog. And this is the number that you can order this entire suite with 161546, and you would get the paper, the stamp set, and the coordinating dies. And one thing that's really cool about the dies, which I am not using today, but this die, well, in fact, you know what, let me show you because I have it right here. So this die here is like the divider for a tackle box, and I think you can see it actually in this picture here. See how they did that? This is the tackle box, and they have different bobbers and hooks and things in there. So I'm not using that today, but that's a really fun part of this suite. So my card is actually going to be sent to my niece Katie, and she is an amazing young woman. Love her so much. And we recently had a family vacation in Traverse City, Michigan. And if any of you have been there, I know that several of you watching spend time in Michigan, and it is a beautiful, beautiful place. And one of the mornings we were there, some of our family went on a fishing boat with a man named Sammy. He was the captain of the boat, and he took 3 of my daughters and my niece, 2 of my nieces out fishing early in the morning, and they had an amazing fishing trip. And so my niece Katie caught a 16-pound fish. They were out in Grand Traverse Bay, which is off of Lake Michigan. She caught a 16-pound fish, and Sammy, the fisherman that was in charge of the boat, ran the boat, owned the boat, said that was the biggest fish that anyone that he has taken out in the past 4 years has caught. So I thought it would be fun today to make a card for Katie with a fishing theme, and I'm going to congratulate her on her catch. Just thought that'd be kind of fun. So I'm going to start with, let me get all my stuff out of here, sorry. I am going to start with Bubble Bath cardstock. And I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and I'm going to score this at, I'm going to hold it this way, I'm going to score both sides of this at 2 1/8. So I'm going to use my scoring blade on my trimmer, and that is the one that's light gray. So I'm going to line this up 2 1/8, and let me turn this. So 2 1/8 is right there. Gosh, we're getting some nice rain today. And then I'm going to turn this over and cut 2 1/8 from this way, from this side. Okay. And I think that's all I need my paper trimmer for. So I'm going to get my bone folder here and just fold these into the center. And this is my card base, and it's going to open, obviously it's going to open like this. It's a little bit different than what we would normally do. Okay, so we have that. Then, oh, you know what? I do need my paper trimmer again. So I'm going to take these flaps, and I'm kind of just using this now as a ruler. So I'm going to put this on the edge of the card on the track here, and I'm going to mark the top of this at 1 inch. I'm just going to put a little pencil mark there. Then I'm going to turn it, and from this edge here, I'm going to go over to 1 1/2 and just put a little mark there as well. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to mark 1 inch like that. I'm going to turn this and line it up and just put a little pencil mark at 1 1/2 that way. Okay, now I'm going to take those marks and line them up on the trimmer, and I'm going to score those. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just line up those little pencil marks like that. Okay. Now I think I'm done with my trimmer. Okay, so I'm going to fold these. Actually, I'm going to fold this whole thing. Well, let's see. How do I want to do? Yeah. I'm going to fold this whole thing back this way because I don't want my pencil marks to show. So this is going to be like this, and you can tell I'm going to make, it's like a fishing vest. So this is the collar. I'm going to get that scored real well. I'm going to re-burnish. Hi, Carol. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Debbie. I know there's some other people I saw in there. Yeah, can't see all your names right now. Okay, so here is my little shirt that I'm going to make. And I'm going to start with just gluing the collar down. Because I thought, I'm sure you've all seen fishing vests that fishermen wear, and they have pockets. They keep all their hooks and lines and bobbers and everything in addition to their tackle box. But I just thought this was fun. I'm giving this a press to hold those collars, to hold both sides of the collar down. Now I am going to just show you, I have used, I'm going to pull these in. These are going to be my pockets of the fishing vest, and these were cut with the Nested Essentials dies. These are basic dies, and there are so many things you can use them for, but I use these for my pockets, and I've already die cut these. So you can see I've cut 2 of the smaller size and then 2 of the larger size. Those are going to be my pockets on the vest. And I love these because they have, it looks like paper piercing, but in a way it made me think of like stitching. So these came to mind for that. So, okay, so I'm going to put these away. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is just take this piece. This is going to be the inside of the card. I'm going to go ahead and put that on there just so that that is finished. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Mary Jo. So this, if you're just tuning in, I am making a fishing vest for my niece Katie, and I thought I would do it in pink. Why not? Why not? I kind of like the idea of a pink fishing vest. Okay, so I'm going to do, my pockets are going to be on here like this. You can kind of see how this is taking shape. There's my pockets. I'm not going to attach those yet. I'm going to slide this over here and do some stamping. So in my fishing vest, my fisherman Katie is going to have a couple fish. So I'm going to bring these in here. I've actually already stamped these just to save a little bit of time. I'm going to stamp one to show you, but so I did 3 fish. And I thought, since I'm doing a pink fishing vest, why not make this fun? And what's wrong with a couple of pink fish, right? Hey, Shelly, how are you? Hope you're doing well. So I'm going to start and just do the outline of the fish. And I did this 3 times. Any of you out there watching like to fish? And while I have this out and inked up, I'm going to go ahead and just do one of these on the inside of my card as well, because then that'll be cute. And I would probably do the same thing on the envelope. All right, so then I am going to fill these in with color, and I'm just going to do the one. I did one in Bubble Bath, I did one in Berry Burst, and then I did one in Mossy Meadow. So the next one I'm going to do, let's see if I can get this lined up. Okay, so there we have our Berry Burst. Did another one in, I'm sorry, this is Bubble Bath, Berry Burst, and then Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to go ahead. I've already die cut those. I can pull out the die because I think it sometimes helps to see. Oh, that's right, Debbie. Well, see, Debbie, this would be a good card for you too. I'm doing my niece Katie caught a 16-pound fish in Grand Traverse Bay in Michigan, and so I'm making this card for her. So here's the die that cuts out the fish. Super easy. So I've already cut those out. I'm going to set those aside a minute. Then I'm going to do, here's another little bobber. So let's see, I think that goes, yeah, that's that one. Got to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, so this is going to be stamped in Night of Navy. And then I'm going to fill it in with Mossy Meadow. Going to go ahead and just fill that in. I need to turn this so I can see what I'm doing. So there we have that. A little bit off, but that's okay. Get the idea. Okay, and then I'm going to do this bigger bobber. And I'm going to do the outline in the blue. Put that one right here. So really what you do is do the different bobbers and the fish. You could run that through your die cutting machine all at one time. The fish you're going to have to do separately, but and then this one as well, I'm going to fill in with the Mossy Meadow color. Okay, so we got that. And then I did this round little bobber, and that one I did the outline in Night of Navy. And these are all going to be die cut, so I can stamp them anywhere on this page. It doesn't really matter. And then I filled this one in with Berry Burst. Yeah, I know when Katie, the girls were talking about how long it took her to actually land that fish and get it into the boat, but how exciting, right? Okay, so there we have that. And I think, am I missing anything? Oh, there's one more bobber that I wanted to do. This one is Night of Navy. This one kind of reminds me of a fish, but I guess that's the point, right? So there's that one. So we have that. And then it's going to be filled in also with Night of Navy. It just adds a little more detail. Okay, so we have that. So those are all the parts and pieces that I need for my vest. I'm going to set these out of the way, so I don't want to get ink where I don't want ink, right? Put all of these away. Okay. Now I'm going to get all these parts and pieces out that I have already die cut. Oh, and the one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to stamp the word, and I'm using congrats. And that is from this set. There's some other cute words in this. One is happy retirement, which would be great. And one is good things come to those who wait, because I think sometimes when you're a fisherman, you have to wait for the fish, right? Okay, so I'm going to just stamp this like that. There's my congrats. Okay, and I'm going to take my paper snips and just snip the edge of this like that. Okay, and I think now we're ready to put this card together. So I'm going to bring in all my little parts that I've die cut. Okay. So we have all of these, and they're so cute, aren't they? So fun. All right. So now I'm going to, oh, and I got some ink on that. Darn. I knew that was going to happen. So we'll just disregard that. I have a sample that I've already made that doesn't have that little boo-boo on it. But so I'm going to go ahead and start decorating my card. So what I did was I started by just attaching these pockets with glue at the bottom. I'm going to kind of get them positioned in place. And I'm going to pop up the top of these pockets once I get them decorated the way I want. because I wanted them to look like they were overflowing with fishing gear. Now the one down here, I am going to just do straight, or flat. I'm not popping it up because it doesn't have anything in the pocket. That's where actually I'm going to put the words. Oh, Debbie says she has a pink fishing pole. How fun! How fun. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. There's my words. So that pocket is not popped up, but the other ones are going to be popped up. So just disregard that little blue ink there. I don't know. I think sometimes fishermen get stuff on their vests, so maybe that just is something, I don't know. Something from their fishing pole or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I've got my pockets positioned like that. Make sure those are straight on there. Okay, I've got those. All right, now we're going to dress this up. This is kind of the fun part. I'm going to start down here and work my way up. So I'm going to take this bobber, and that is going to be on this this pocket here. And I have some baker's twine. I think this is smoky slate. I'm pretty sure that's what that color is. And I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot in this. This is supposed to be my fishing line. Okay, so I've got that knotted. I'm going to trim this a little bit. Oh, that's a good, Kim says, yeah, put a lure on the collar. Good idea. That would work. Okay, I'm going to take a glue dot. Take a glue dot and just put that on here. And I just need a little piece of this. And this is going to go right behind my pocket, like it's in the fisherman's or fisherwoman, fisher person, I don't know, in the pocket, the line. So I'm going to go ahead. This is actually probably too long. I'm going to trim it a little bit more. And I will put a glue dot on the end of this, and that's going to secure it behind my pocket. And before I tuck that under there, I'm going to put a little glue on my lure. And that's going to go right there like that. And then I'm going to tuck this under like that. Okay, just like that. So there's that part. Then I'm going to take this bobber and I'm going to put that behind the pocket here. And I am going to pop that up. And let me find my dimensionals. And I'm going to tie another knot, secure it with a glue dot, and then this will be tucked in that pocket as well. But I'm going to bring the fishing line for this one up to the top pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and just tuck this here under this one like that. And then this is going to go up here. So I'm going to cut it a little bit longer than I need. And this is going to go under there like that with a glue dot. So we'll go ahead and put a glue dot on the end of this. I'm using a lot of glue dots on this, right? Let me find a glue dot. Pick that up on the end there. And we'll tuck that under. Like that. And I want it, whoops, and it's sticking to my finger. There we go. Okay, and I wanted this, I didn't want this to be just like straight. I wanted it to be a little bit connected. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a teeny dab of glue, just a dab right there, because I don't really want that to show. And then I'll just stick my line, my fishing line on that. I'm going to hold it a minute so it sticks. Just like that. Okay. Then up here, I am going to fill, actually I think I'm going to be okay because I have 3 fish. I have my Berry Burst, my Bubble Bath, and my Mossy Meadow fish, and they are going to be hanging out of this pocket, so I'm going to be able to cover up that little boo-boo of glue, or of ink anyway. So I'm going to start with my Mossy Meadow. This fisherman caught so many fish, apparently he had them coming out of his pocket. Okay, so I'm going to put that one there, like that, and I'll just place that so that it's covering up my little ink boo-boo. And then the other 2, I've actually popped up with dimensionals. So let me grab one of those. This was fun. I had fun making this card. It's just kind of funny, isn't it? So we have that one. And then I have my Bubble Bath. I'm going to have to trim her a little bit so that she can fit in that pocket. And I'll go ahead and put a dimensional on her as well. And we'll just tuck that right under there, like that. And there's our 3 fish coming out of the pocket. So cute, isn't that fun? Okay, and then on the other side, I'm going to take these 2 lures and I'm going to take a glue dot. Whoops. I'll take a glue dot to attach these. So I'm just going to put a glue dot on this little top here. Like that. I'm going to overlap them like that. And then I'm going to take my twine and just tie a knot. And I'll just use 1 piece of twine for this one. So I'm going to tie a little knot. That. Okay. And pick it up with a glue dot. Oops, and I'll just kind of put it, oh, I didn't get the glue dot after all. Thought I did. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of put that right there, just sort of overlapping both of those little lures. Tighten that up a little bit. And then I'll put a dimensional on the back. And the dimensional is going to help to kind of secure those together, just like that. And I'm going to trim this, and I want this to go in the pocket as well. So I'll try to pick up another glue dot. Oops. And then this is just going to be stuck into the pocket. I think if I do that first, get that on there, and then I can position my lures. That's going to be just kind of like that, hanging out of the pocket. And then I'm going to add, I like how these pockets are sort of popped up, and I guess this one is as well. Yeah, I might add another dimensional around that one because it doesn't have anything real bulky in the pocket, and I like how that looks. Okay, so we have that there like that. So there, that's popped up a little bit more. And that is the card, but I wanted to add every shirt or vest needs some buttons. And so I thought it would be fun to use, these are the iridescent pastel gems, and I held these up and I really liked this greenish color. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm just going to position these down the front. I just used 3 of these. Isn't this fun? Don't you think that's a fun card? Debbie, I need to make this for you because Debbie apparently not only fishes, but she just retired. So this would be a great card for you, Debbie. All right, and I'm just going to sort of eyeball these. I'm going to put one there. And I'm using the big size of these. They come in 2 sizes. And then one there. and then one more just right above that button there. So they're not perfectly spaced. I wonder if I can get this off. Yeah, I'm going to leave it right there. But so there is my card, and I don't know, what do you think? I think it was pretty fun. I had fun making it. I can't wait to send this to my niece Katie. It's just fun, and I guess I think of Fisherman's Vest as being like drab green or khaki color or something, but I thought, why not have a fun little vest for a pink fisher person, right? And I think, with that new Barbie movie, I haven't seen it yet, but I know that pink is like a big thing right now, and so maybe this is a vest that if Barbie was a fisher person, this is a vest that she would wear too. I don't know. But anyway, that's my card for today. And I'm going to just switch back. Let me know what you think. Here's another view of it. I think it's really fun. I had fun making it. I hope you enjoyed seeing that all come together. So apologize again for the late start today. There's nothing worse than being all ready to go live and not having internet connection. It's so frustrating. But thank you for those of you that stuck around and for a half hour so that I could get everything rebooted and restarted and all of that. But I will be back next Monday. I've got a busy week, a lot of stamping things going on this week, which I'm excited about, and I will be live again next Monday. So thank you for joining me today. I look forward to next time, and as always, I hope you have time to be creative today. Thank you so much, my friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye.